Previously on Alan Wake. I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lied.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Witam was bardzo serdecznie. Powracamy do Alana Wake'a.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Tak, w ogóle ten rozdział bardzo go nie lubiłem. Tego rozdziału.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Nie lubię tego rozdziału,
This
bo
corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable.
Bo Hartman tak naprawdę wykorzystał moment, w którym my byliśmy w wodzie i tak naprawdę uwięził nas w tym
I
ośrodku.
specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Nie wiem jak on...
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control.
Nie wiem jak on w ogóle stwierdził schizofrenię. Przecież Alan cały czas spał, tak?
This way, Alan.
Nie miał szansy z nim porozmawiać. To jest... Według mnie tutaj w ogóle wszystko było takie źle w ogóle. Według mnie tutaj... Alan miał prawo chcieć stąd wyjść, bo nie było w ogóle żadnej takiej obiektywy.
I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering
to
from
pokaż jej ciało.
hallucinations, paranoid
Dowód,
delusions,
że ona utonęła.
unusual
Nie ma go.
thinking, an obsession
I dopóki
about light and
ja bym nie zauważył,
feeling
nie
that
zobaczył
everything
ciała,
revolves around you,
to też bym nie uwierzył.
your thoughts
A wy
and
byście uwierzyli?
dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Dobra, no co się stało z gościem, który był na Mirror Peak? Nie? Co się z nim stało? Co, wyciągnąłeś z wody tylko mnie?
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way, follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him
After
talk.
all, I'm
Hartman
the one
obviously
trying to
loved
bring
his
you
own
out of
voice.
the world
His
you've
words
constructed
echoed
for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug
do
my
it for
nails into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need to
focused.
work with me. Once you accept that, we can
Okay,
begin the
sure.
journey towards your recovery.
Nie widzę jego rąk.
Come along.
Zacisnął ich.
Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's
Ona
wonderful.
wmawia chyba, że my
Pretty damn
byliśmy
wonderful, yeah.
świadomi tego, że tu przyjechaliśmy.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson,
Tego się w ogóle nie wiem co to miało być. To jest dziwne.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay,
A no na niego
okay,
wylane, w
sorry,
ogóle się
sorry, sorry.
odwrócił.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strikes.
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve some
don't
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic
Że on
methods.
powiedział, że
Okay.
gry są głównym. W dokładnym tłumaczeniu, że są śmieciem. Stary, powinniśmy się rozumieć, nie? Ja i ty. Może on i ty nie, ale ja i ty tak. Ty szmatą.
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy.
Kiedy? What the
As soon as
fuck?
you feel up to it, you should continue.
Czekaj, tłumaczy mu, że po śmierci to już go... Dobra, to nie. A chuj, jak chcecie sobie przeczytać? O! Ci się tu
My
wsadzi.
rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. go, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't
Zane.
we, bro?
Nazwali go Zane.
The farm.
Tom Zane.
For Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Dobra, mam wrócić do pokoju. Czy to były schody? Tu? Nie, nie, nie. O, o, o.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Nie spotkałem nigdy tego gościa.
I better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Ta smuga nie wygląda na burzę, jak sądzicie? Nie?
Hey, wake. Why don't you
The doors were locked. Hartman and the nurses would have keys, but there was no way to get my hands on them.
Dobra, nie słuchałem tego gościa nawet.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself.
Serial.
It's hard to think.
Night.
There's a shadow inside my head.
Dobra,
Focus on writing. Everything else is
teraz taki glitch. Pamiętacie? Emerson był twórcą gier komputerowych. Co znajdziemy w jego pokoju? Xbox z grą Night Springs. Właśnie Night Springs, nie Night Falls. Tak, Xbox to jest wersja arcade, biała, podłączona do telewizora, choć kabli nie widać, pada nie widzę. No. Nie wiem, coś jeszcze ciekawego nie było.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Nie, on mnie nie... Spokojnie też? Tak jest. Dobra, wracamy do pokoju, nie ma co. Ups.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, wake. You stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
Here's a friendly poke from me.
O, strona nasza napisu.
Afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he could keep them.
Taking it.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Ten po prawej. To jest porywacz, po lewej stoi Hartman. Hartman był szefem porywacza.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But...
Ale szmaciarz. Słyszeliście? Tą samą kwestię powiedziała Alice, kiedy do nas dzwoniła. To Hartman do nas zadzwonił.
You don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here.
Trzyma mnie w ciemności, jestem sam, gdy jestem w domu.
Please help me, doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get
Hartman.
here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked. Cleaver was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and
Nowa karta tej nie znalazłem nigdy. Mod zawodzi
Hartman wasn't happy. Maud could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out too.
writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of
Więc jeżeli przeskoczyć to możecie, ja tutaj słucham tej taśmy tylko dlatego, że za to jest achievement.
But the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Not buying that. I was tailing
Bitch.
and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How are your fragile little patients like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Cóż, zastanawiam się... What the fuck, to wygląda jak Slender. To jest wiadomo, opętany. Kolejni opętani. Wilk? W tej grze nie ma wilków. Tak, są ptaki. O. Whatever. Ale tego też tak za bardzo nie poznaję. Część jest w tej grze... to już mrocznego jest. To jest jakiś w ogóle... Co to jest, kurwa, dementor czy jaki chuj? Weź stąd, wyjdź. Gdzie jest Barry?
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Ja pierdolę. Nieważne.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Należało ci się, szmato. Dobra. I ten śmieszek. Dobra. Ja się tu z wami żegnam. Widzimy się w następnym odcinku. Do zobaczenia. Na razie, cześć, pa!